Welcome to Nicky in Mode. If it's your first time here, my name is Nicky Makhathini, back again with another luxury property tour video. This week we're in the affluent Johannesburg suburb of Sandown in Sandown. And before we start exploring this gracious property behind me, I'd like to say thank you to the listing agents, Chernotsky as well as Kelly Brown of LWP Properties for allowing us access to one of their many luxury boutique property listings in the area. I will have your contact details in the description box below should you intend on getting in touch with them, not only about this property, but any one of their other listings. Now that all the admin is out of the way, let's start the tour. This home is one of only 3 properties in the estate. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom with a staff quarters and a 4-car garage. As far as the stand size is concerned, it's just under 1,200 square meters with an under roof of just under 600. It is on the market for 9,990,000 South African rands. Now, before we start making our way into the property itself, I just wanted us to take a few moments to explore the exterior of the home. From the onset, you can tell the home is a Georgian style, and your first introduction to the design character is that 3-layer molding right at the top of the structure if you look closely, and you also see it running across the center of the home. The perfect injection as far as I'm concerned of dimension. Now, my personal favorite is the contrast that you'll see provided by those garage doors. They're sort of like a dark brown, almost black color, and that contrasted by those white walls, I feel is just such a lovely touch. Now, making your way down this walkway to the front door of the house, it's very difficult not to appreciate and acknowledge these pillars that sort of remind me of a trellis design that is sort of covering this entrance all the way to the front portion of the house. It is a lovely touch and is still in keeping with what I mentioned earlier in terms of the home having a lot of character. The floor tiling as well, I do appreciate that because even on rainy days, you don't have any problems with making your way to the front of the house. Let's see the rest. All right, so we're inside the house, but just something that I've just realized, this pivot door to the home can actually open outwards and inwards. I think this is a nifty little trick. So now that we're in the inside of the home, I just want to get your bearings very quickly. This entire bottom floor is your entertainment spaces, your kitchen, just basically the family gathering spots, right? I'd like for us to start here. Because also with it being sort of that family gathering space, you do need a guest bathroom, and that's exactly what we have down here. It does have a floating vanity, simple, straight to the point, clean finishes. You're wondering what the door behind me is? It's simply one of the 2 double garages. What's quite interesting about what they've done here with this home is in terms of the flooring. They've gone in there and they've installed these dark grey big tiles, which I think is also really lovely in terms of it being easy to maintain. On the walls, you'll notice that there's this open shelving, which allows for lovely levels of storage. So you've got ample storage space for all those miscellaneous items that we all seem to have in our homes. Let's tour the rest of the space. So we're back at the landing. Another part that I actually like is as you walk through the door, the first thing you see is part of the outside because you've got these double doors that give you a glimpse to what the garden is like, which I actually really enjoy. There's a water feature as well that sort of introduces you to that indoor-outdoor feel. So welcome home, right? This first, sort of, what could we call this? You could use this as a lounging area. You could use this as a TV room. You do see that you've got that TV mounting fixture there available for you. But my absolute favorite part about this space are these bay windows. Aren't they lovely? Another nifty feature, because I'm just full of those, is how this window actually opens. You have the option of opening it from the top down, or a simple turn of the handle, and you open it this way. How lovely. So one thing as well that you'll see as we make our way through the home is that there's a lot of glass doors, windows, lots of light feeding in. And for days in Johannesburg where it's as warm as it is now, it really is nice to have the opportunity and the option to open everything up, have the family enjoy each and every part of the space, especially when you have friends over. The flooring, which I also would just like to highlight as well, is this grey, sort of light grey wood. I want you just to bookmark that thought for a moment because I want to show you something a little bit later as well. Like I mentioned, the glass doors, the glass windows, you've got these sliding doors that take you out to the garden. We'll talk about the garden in a moment when we make our way outside. You have the recessed lighting in the home, white walls, and then of course, you have another space downstairs. This, honestly, you could use it as a study. You could use it as a games room. You have options. Again, still feeding into that lovely thought of the fact that the home has lots of windows that lead you out into the garden. This room epitomizes that as well. So there's a lot of uniformity here that we can truly enjoy. One other element that I didn't mention is the fact that this room can actually be sealed off completely. So using this door, or sort of this French style door, you can actually close this room off completely and enjoy the space and meet in the garden. Now, as we start making our way to the right wing of the home, I just want to point this out to you that amongst one of the features that the home has, obviously security is very important, as would be in any other home. So we do have these, the security gate that takes you, before you go upstairs, you have that safety element of a security gate downstairs. A little bit of a step taking you down here, and welcome. I want to say this is my favorite part of the house, but I probably have two of those. This I love simply because of this chandelier. I think this room would make up the perfect dining space simply because the kitchen is next door. It takes you out beautifully into the covered sort of outdoor patio area. And also, you're sort of in the middle of two outdoor spaces. This, for me, does feel very much like a courtyard. Remember, we made our way from that right-hand portion of this space. And you've got this open space here. You could add a water feature if that's what you like. On a warm day in Johannesburg like today, having that breeze sweep through, magic. Absolute magic. Now, if you're wondering what this door is about, this home, it's storage. It's actually storage. So you have additional storage under the stairs because effectively this is where this is. But unlike your conventional where it's just a room, there's a little bit extra space that sort of goes around the corner within the storage room. I think now that we've spoken about the outdoor-indoor feel, it would be an injustice if we don't actually go outside. So let's do that. I want to just explore this covered. How beautiful is this? Look at the space. Look at the space of this outdoor area. And that's what's actually really lovely about it, is that you've got the three spaces, which we'll explore when we're inside, like the kitchen and the bar area, that feeds out onto this covered patio. So with your outdoor furniture, you've got the gas braai, you've got the additional counter space, it's open, it's bright, it's light, and there's just this lovely breeze as well that's sweeping through the space. Another little feature that I loved is sort of this, it has a wooden finish. And you'll notice inside the property as well as we explore, it's a similar style of wood finish that is linked to other little features in the home, which I'll point out as we make our way through the home. I thought it was an ingenious idea, really, really ingenious. Let's make our way inside the kitchen. Listen, I know we're supposed to go out into the garden, but I really want to save that for last. So let's go into the kitchen instead. So I did say to you that this whole bottom floor area is just family entertainment, family meeting. And what ideal spot for sort of family get-togethers than the kitchen, right? The kitchen counters, which are absolutely stunning, they've sort of got that sparkle. And this finish of counter was actually adapted and continues as a splash as well for this portion of the kitchen area, which I thought is really, really ingenious. The kitchen, when you step inside, it's clean finishes, it's timeless, it's elegant, it's functional, because that's important. So you'll notice with the cabinetry as well, you have lots of cupboards. You've got the 2 eye-level ovens, lots of cupboards. I mean, the cupboard space is fantastic. And Remember I was saying earlier about the windows, etc., etc. You've got lots of those to bring in the breeze. You've got a lovely picture window just to this portion of the home. You've got the walk-in pantry, the scullery. You can accommodate 3 water appliances. Lots and lots of space. It does have its own exit out as well, just to be able to hang your laundry and access the garden area as well, which I think is really, really nifty. I mean, this home is for a large family, so you want to be able to have enough space for everyone to sort of move around and have ample room to enjoy. Now, there's a little nifty element as well here, just for your plug points, like that. And it's safe to say we can explore the rest. This portion of the home, this is more like the grown-ups area, right? Simply because you do have a bar set up over here, which is really lovely. You do have a wine rack. I think you can even go as far as having a wine fridge installed here. You know, why not, right? It is a well-sized room and also has that bay, sort of that bay window style to it as well, with the similar window that I discussed earlier that was in the other room that opens 2 ways. And I'm not going to miss out an opportunity to show off this window once again, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. It does have a fan, recessed lights. You have this fixture over here, this wooden fixture. It's actually not even a fixture. It is movable and can allow for you to mount your TV. So that's also nifty. Another lovely feature that I've just noticed as well is that from the bar area, you have another door that takes you outside. So effectively, in this room alone, you have one. You've got the sliding door. So you've got actually 2 ways of accessing the garden from here. You have this recessed wall. So effectively, if you wanted to, you could actually have your TV up on this side because you do have the plug points for that as well. Again, well-sized room, open, bright, this grey tiling on the floor, also just to make the room a lot brighter and a lot lighter. Now, I think we're done with downstairs, right? Well, now that we're done with exploring every inch of downstairs, let's go upstairs and see the bedrooms. This home is simply spectacular because I've only just landed on the first landing and you've already got the first skylight that sort of pulls in all this light into this level of the home. There are the recessed lights as well, so it really is a brighter walkway or stairway, even though it's just sort of, it's not much, but already you've got an introduction to the rest of the brightness that the home has to offer. You also have the glass railing, which adds a level of modernity and contemporary and glam. So, on this part of the home, we can start exploring. I think we should start on this side. So the home itself throughout, I'm sure you've already noticed, has recessed lights. Parts of the home, like I said, this is the bedroom and bathroom areas, but where I'm standing right now, you've got the Pajama Lounge, beautifully sized, beautifully sized. This is actually the perfect space for me to show you this. Vusi, can you please move a bit closer? I just want to show this. If you look on this floor, you've actually got 2 different textures. You've got this wooden feel flooring with the light grey flooring, and then you've got a matching tile. The tile actually it matches the color of this sort of wooden feel grey flooring. I think that's just very unique, and they've executed this very well as well. Right, as we explore this space and this portion of the home, you've got the American shutters which open fully adjustable. You've got the air conditioning, cabinetry. Cabinet space actually is really decent here as well, and you can have a TV up, seeing that it is the Pajama Lounge space. If you look to your front from this portion, you have sort of that computer terminal station working area. I think the one thing about lockdown that taught us is that it is perfect to have a home, or ideal to have a home, that it sort of encompasses the different parts of our lives. And working from home has definitely become one of those things, and I can definitely appreciate that the home does accommodate that, right? Let's explore that as a matter of fact. So here as well, you've got the shelving, you've got ample plug points. that can accommodate various members of the family. Like I said, this is a home that is for a larger sized family, so that is definitely something that can accommodate the rest of the family. Remember, I did say there's underfloor heating throughout the property as well, so this floor is not exempt. Let's save this for last, actually. Let's go see the other bedrooms. So you've got a bit of a flight of stairs. Flooring changes once again, and you've got this wooden finish flooring. You've got cupboard space just in this hallway as well, and you have an introduction to your first bedroom. Again, keeping in theme with the rest of the house, the flooring is this light grey wooden. All the bedrooms, this entire portion of the top floor is exactly got the same finishes, and the cabinetry is absolutely perfect, and it's matching. So the consistency of this home is one I cannot not compliment. Again, recessed lightings. You've got this bright lights coming in through this window as well. So again, lots of windows, lots of light that comes into the home. And one thing also that is lovely about the property is that it's private. This room has its own air conditioning, and as I'd mentioned previously, it is an ensuite. So right here we have the bathroom. I will be honest with you, this bathroom has elements of the original design or the original property. I'm thinking that this would be something one would do purposely just to lift this level, that level of character as well. But again, as an end user, you could always decide at a later stage if this is something that you would like to redo. But honestly, it does add a level of character. The cheeky part about it is that you've got the new cupboards, but you've still got the original top with the taps as well. It does have a bathtub and, must say, skylight. I think the architectural structure of this home is ingenious. The fact that they would be able to add these levels of skylights or in different parts of the home to allow the light to come in naturally is absolutely brilliant. Still keeping the home bright and light. Let's explore the rest. Before I forget, you do have a window here as well, bringing in the breeze. Again, appreciative. Today is a hot day in Johannesburg, so any bit of breeze I can definitely appreciate. I want you to look at these rooms from this angle. And just looking at that, you've got the greenness. You're once again reminded that you are in Sandown, Johannesburg, and it is a community area. So as much as you're in the middle of Johannesburg in terms of proximity and ease of access to all the major routes, it being a prime location, you still feel like you're in a community, right? The lush trees. Most importantly, I feel, is the privacy, right? I did mention that these two rooms are identical with those big picture windows. Let's have a look at this one. Again, this room, like the next, does have air conditioning, plus an additional fan, recessed lights, light grey flooring, cupboard space is ample. The cabinetry work in this home is impeccable. Lots of cupboard space. The windows, isn't this picture-seek? I mean, you look down on the garden. We're going to go downstairs in a moment to have a look at the garden, but you're going to have your breath taken away, trust me. 9.9 million rand will ultimately come down to nothing. Let's have a look at the next room. So again, mirror image of the room next door, exactly the same. You do have the wiring to have your TV and such installed. Well sized, really spacious rooms. I can definitely appreciate that about this space, that in the design part of the property, they were able to give you a home that epitomizes a modern family home. And that's the thing about having a family home. You want something that is spacious and accommodates all members of the family. Again, the views, I definitely enjoy that about this property. Now let's have a look at the bathroom. So this is the shared bathroom that I mentioned to you, and again it has a little bit of a twist. It has this freestanding bath tub, which I absolutely love. It almost has like a matte finish, and it is a full bath, so you do have the shower as well. Decent sized shower, these big white tiles, beautiful, spacious, bright, and most importantly, private, because you do have this wall that sort of does create that barrier of privacy. Okay. Now, I know I say this. This is like, I think this is the third or fourth time I've said this. If I'm counting correctly, this is the third. This part of the house that we're going to, I promise you, I absolutely love. It epitomizes a main bedroom because basically, effectively, what we're moving to now is the main bedroom. The sizing is fantastic. Can I just say, one, I'm standing under a skylight, right? You move to the right, you've got one of the walk-in closets. You move to the left, you've got another walk-in closet with its own skylight. Now, you see what I was talking about earlier in terms of the fact that this home was well planned. The other part that I haven't mentioned is that this entire home has been redone, especially the top floor. The previous owners, well, the current owners, when they moved out, they had this home completely renovated whilst they were not residing in the property. So effectively, you will be taking over a home whose newly renovated portions have not been lived in, which I think if you're a person who loves that new home finish, this would definitely be another box ticked. Cupboard space. I mean, the two walk-in closets sort of, well, quite close in size. Not exactly the same size. I feel like the other one is a little larger, but we could always decide. With the skylights here, ample cupboard space. Also keeping in theme with the home in terms of the wood finish that was used. You've got the second one over here. Yeah, this one is definitely bigger than the other one. What do you think, Vusi? It is, right? Lots of, I feel this is more. And I have a soft spot for American shutters, and this is absolutely lovely. It does add a level of charm to the home as well. Again, still in keeping with having windows and light and brightness throughout the property. You do have a dresser, and I think this is actually fitting for myself, and the ladies will understand. When you're doing your makeup, you do want a glorious and a fair level amount of lighting, and this little window over here definitely does provide that. And you've got the counter space as well. Cupboard space, very decent. Now, should we start? Let's start with the bathroom. I'll let you take it all in before I start speaking. How beautiful. You have these big marble detailed tile floors on the floor, and they carry up against the walls of the bathroom as well. What I also love, which is a lovely touch, is that under the counter you have these LED lights that add, again, feeding into what I've been saying throughout the properties. The home is very well lit. Still something I'd mentioned earlier, you've got the skylight just above your vessel sink. So you've got the solid slab that houses the two double vanity vessel sinks. Very, very modern bathroom. I like that there's little features, a little whisper of the original design, but also, you know, allowing room for the modernity which you're seeing in the space. I love what they've done in terms of the cabinetry by adding the mirrors, the mirror finish in the exteriors, because then it feeds into the functionality of the home. Cupboard space, again, space. I think a 9.9 million rand price tag really, it doesn't do justice, hey? Honestly, for the location, the room sizes, the cupboard space, you can really accommodate everything and anything within the space. Still on this side of the bathroom are your two towel rails, and as we turn, you have your state-of-the-art toilet. Now, this is a true epitome of functionality meets design, and even in the design, it's clean, it's state-of-the-art, and definitely a great installation that was done by the current owners. Absolutely love that. Love the two glass railings on either side that sort of pocket this area of this home very well. Now, moving on, we have the freestanding bathtub and the amount of light that equally feeds into the space. What I like about this as well is that this part of the home is sort of encased with the trees around. So for that added level of privacy, seeing that it's next to the bathtub, you have that. Box ticked. You have these beautiful picture frame windows, so for ventilation, just to allow a breeze to come in. Again, well lit. A true believer in saving the best for last. Vusi, I'm just going to ask you to pan up. Look at these light fixtures that they have installed in the ceiling. They almost have sort of an icicle finish sort of design style to them. But I can also imagine when the lights are out and this bathroom is completely dark, I would assume that they also look like stars. How beautiful. I really love this added feature. Now, earlier on, I did tell you that this bathroom does have a mix of modern and a little bit of the characteristics of more of an original design. This thick window design that we have right here is absolutely glorious. I love the detailing. I love the character and these little bubbles that it has inside of it. Also keeping in theme with the fact that we are in a bathroom and you've got these bubbles on your windows. Stunning. Now, as we make our way out the door, I just want to talk about the fact that you do have a well-sized shower in this bathroom as well. It sort of has that mosaic floor tile detail. And again, continuing with the theme of this bathroom, you do have that marble detail wall tile as well. Well-sized, decent size. I love that it's just a completely full bathroom. With that said, let's shoot to the bedroom. And now, as far as the bedrooms are concerned, this one means business. You have the recess wall on this portion of the room. I think it would be most accommodating for your headboard and for your bed to be this way so that you can take complete advantage of this view in front of you. And like I said, it is a fairly hot day in Johannesburg today, and I'm truly enjoying the breeze that's coming in. Again, still in keeping of the theme of the rest of the home, you do have this light wood flooring, grey, bright, recessed lighting. You have the fan in the property as well. You have these beautiful sliding doors. We'll make our way to the balcony in a moment. Air conditioning, as if you don't have enough cooling. Still, there is underfloor heating throughout this property as well. And we do have wiring for you to have a wall-mounted TV as well. All the light fixtures, all the plug points, more than enough plug points throughout the room as well. And I think it's only fitting that we start making our way outside. And how glorious, how absolutely beautiful. You can completely take advantage of the views. And like I said to you, this property is encased, it's private, it's quiet. That's also something we can appreciate. And I love the detailing as far as the glass railings are concerned. And you'll see how beautiful it looks from down there as well when we make our way down to the garden. Just also taking advantage, if you're standing on the top of this balcony and you look down, it actually looks like it's another property next door, right where that putting lawn is. But to tell you the truth, this is what just under 1,200 square meterage of stand size looks like. This is all one property for you to enjoy. Right, that's it with regards to the top area of this home. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, please like, comment, subscribe. You know I enjoy hearing from you. I did say the details, additional details about the property will be in the description box below, but please like, comment, share, subscribe. We're on our way to the garden area now, but I thought I would just point this out. There's open shelving in this portion of the home, and again, still in keeping with the theme of simplicity, timelessness, and having ample functionality and cupboard space as well. This does a great job at providing additional storage. Let's make our way down to the garden, shall we? Now, this garden is perfectly manicured and established. I mean, there's elements of the established trees, but I think for me the main thing that I can truly appreciate is the amount of space that is provided by the home. I did mention, and I've been mentioning, that it is just under 1,200 square meters, but the one other thing that I appreciate about the home is the space allocation. You have enough space within the home as well as in the garden area that you can really truly enjoy. All right. Now, from this angle, I think you can truly appreciate the architectural design of the property. You'll notice with those glass finishes upstairs that we explored when we were looking out from the main bedroom, the architectural style of the home is consistent, timeless, contemporary and has definitely that consistent theme of a Georgian style. Now, where I'm standing at the moment, they have allocated as a kids play area, but I think it is one of those things that are quite flexy. There is a trampoline, a little kids slide, and even with that, you've still got quite a lot of space. Again, privacy and security are two very important elements that make up this home as well. You will notice that there's electric fencing and various other security features such as the shutters and the security gates throughout the property as well. Like I mentioned, you're more than welcome to contact the agents for additional information. Now, let's continue with the rest of the garden area. Now, if you remember from earlier on, when we made our way through the gate to make our way to the front door, I did mention those sort of trellis design styled structures. And they're here at the back as well. And I like how they section the garden area. It's almost like each garden area has been pocketed and allocated for different elements. For example, like I said, this area sort of has been allocated as sort of a kids play area. This portion that leads out directly from the covered patio area is the sparkling pool. Yes, it needs a little bit of TLC at the moment, but that will be taken care of. But one thing also that is quite lovely about this pool is it has its own waterfall style water feature. Not on at the moment, but it is operable. Another level that I like is the fact that it does have this glass railing that sort of secures the pool, allowing the space in the property to be child-friendly as well. The property is pet-friendly, so this too is an element that helps. Also, in keeping with the glass and the silver features that we saw in the balcony that was leading out from the main bedroom, you have that in the pool area as well. Again, lots of greenery, lots of trees, serenity, sanity. Let's explore the other highlight of the home. Now, as I make my way to the last portion of the garden area that is sort of a very great highlight, my attention is drawn to the security shutters that are also on the patio area. You'll notice that they run all the way around to the front portion as well that leads out into the pool area. Now, we are finally here. Now, I did mention earlier that the home's location is located in a prime location. Security, it is in a boomed-off area, 24-hour security in terms of the estate as well, plus the property having its own security features. But there are also some lovely additional facilities. So you have the River Club Golf Course as well as the Wanderers Golf Club. But seeing that you have a property of this caliber with all the major amenities and its own little facilities, you have your own putting green in your backyard. Why not? As we approach the end of this video, I just want to highlight a few things about this property. I did mention earlier that it is located in a prime location, not simply because of its ease of access to most of the major routes, i.e. to your Pretoria. Sandton is a breath away. Rosebank is not too far as well. The finishes are top class. The property size itself, I mean, at 1,200 square meters, stand size, that for me speaks for itself. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I certainly do look forward to hearing from you. Please comment, like, subscribe, share. I do have the contact details of the agents, and allow me to say special thank you to Brian and Kelly for allowing us access. Hopefully, they allow us access to many of their other luxury property tours. Now, contact details are in the description below. I really appreciate you for tuning in, and hopefully you'll find this home suitable for you. Till the next video, bye.